Hello and welcome, Patriots fans. This is Richie Rich with the New England Football Edition. And I want to give a special thanks out to our very first supporter of this channel, Stephen Simone and Sons Landscaping out of Johnston, Rhode Island. Now, in this episode, we will preview the Patriots' upcoming game against the Miami Dolphins on Sunday. Coming into the game against the Dolphins on Sunday, the Patriots have lost 7 out of their last 8 games to the Miami Dolphins. Add that to the fact they struggle when they play in Miami. Historically, flying down there has not been good to the franchise. Follow that up with the fact Dolphins quarterback has not lost to the Patriots franchise ever. In his young career, he has won 7 games and lost 0 against the Patriots. Now, my keys to victory on the offense. On the offensive side of the ball, the Patriots must get quarterback Drake Maye involved. He must use his dynamic playmaking skills and stretch the plays to find open receivers and using his legs, making plays, finding his wide receivers down the field, and they need to score. In the running game, they need to use running backs Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson effectively, allowing them to gain control of the ball and running for big gains, eating up the play clock and keeping New England's offense on the field. New England's wide receivers, they must stop making silly mistakes. Stop dropping the ball, catch the ball, make plays, get touchdowns. Onto the offensive side of the ball with the offensive line. The line has been an issue all year long. They must allow for quarterback Drake Maye to make plays. They must open holes for the running backs to make big runs. Finally, most of all, this unit must cut down on turnovers and senseless penalties as they have had in the past. Now, onto the defensive side of the ball. They must not give up big plays to the Dolphins' speedy wide receivers, Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, our defensive line. They must get to the running backs. They must keep them in check. Don't give up the big plays in the running game. Most important, something the Patriots defense have struggled with all season long is getting pressure on quarterbacks. They have to get to Miami's quarterback and not let him sit in the backfield and throw the ball all over our defense. They cannot give up big plays in the wide receiving game. We must get some sacks. We must create turnovers. They cannot give up big plays on special teams. If we can do these things, the Patriots may be able to stay with the Dolphins and maybe even get a big win. This would be huge and a huge statement for the young team and the young coaches. A win. Now, onto the coaching staff. Who is on the hot seat? Is it offensive coordinator, Alex Van Pelt? Is it defensive coordinator, DeMarcus Covington? Can they allow each of their units to step up and make plays? Can the head coach, Drake Maye, if he gets into a tough situation, will he make the right call? If it's a 4th and goal situation, if it's 4th and 2 deep in Miami's territory, will he go for it? Will he kick a field goal? They need to put points up on this board. Miami's going to score, in my opinion, over 20 points. So the Patriots offense has to score at least 20 points, I think, if they have a chance in beating this Dolphins team. Moving on to the wide receivers. What receiver is going to step up for this Patriots team? Is it going to be wide receiver Kendrick Bourne, Keyshawn Boutte? He's been a favorite of Drake Maye in the past. Will he get targeted? Will he make a big play? Will they get anything from the rookie wide receivers, Jalen Polk and Javon Baker? Can the rookie wide receivers, Jalen Polk and Javon Baker, show that they are not rookie busts in the NFL this year? Can they make big plays? Patriots fans, it's never too early to start thinking about the offseason, upcoming free agents in the upcoming season, and the NFL draft. Some of my top free agents to consider the Patriots looking at: wide receivers, T. Higgins and Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore has ties to Alex Van Pelt from his Cleveland days. Running backs, Najee Harris, Javonte Williams, and Aaron Jones. Looking at the offensive tackles, Tyron Smith and Ronnie Stanley. Tight end, I think you might want to bring back Austin Hooper. He's looked pretty good as they develop the younger tight end, Shaquem Bell. Going into the draft, what positions do you think they should start looking at? Obviously, wide receiver, offensive tackle. I think it would be a good idea to start looking at some depth at the running back, as well as bringing in another tight end. On the defensive side of the ball, maybe the defensive line needs to be upgraded a little bit. Add some depth at linebacker, but you have to look at the secondary. We need another playmaker at cornerback and safety. It's going to be an interesting offseason coming up. Patriots are going to have top 3 for the most salary cap to spend in the upcoming free agency. So some of the players that I mentioned make sense. Patriots need to get another running back to pair up with Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson. Somebody that can hammer the ball down the field. Hammer the ball inside the 5-yard line to get a touchdown break. My top draft targets are wide receivers, Emeka Ibuka out of Ohio State, wide receiver Trey Harris, offensive tackles Will Campbell, and offensive tackle Kelvin Banks Jr. On the defensive side of the ball, defensive lineman Walter Nolan, and defensive end James Pierce Jr. Defensive back Jahadi Barron. These players would make immediate upgrades at most positions on the defense and the offense. Now, if you've liked the show, please like my video, leave me some comments below, subscribe to our channel, and please share our channel on social media so we can grow the channel. Thank you very much. This has been Richie Rich with the New England Football Edition. I will see you soon in our next episode.